We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road.
Here we go.
It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Browns will have their work cut out for them on this drive.
Let's go.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Come on, set. Check smash.
Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
That's complete, David Njoku. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Ready?
From the 38. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
A give left side to Brown. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Gun.
2nd down now, 7 to go. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Dot.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
First down, Burrow to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
Burrow from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
To the air, third and long. He's going deep this time. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jordan Battle with the INT. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Dot.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
11, Thomas. Dot.
Here's 2nd and 7. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we're through one as everyone tries. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Browns will go on offense.
Here we go, set.
They begin the drive with Chubb. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Here we go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Buying some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did. And he simply has to get rid of it.
11 MT tank.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. He puts some power on it deep. Big gain downfield. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Logan Wilson has it. And the Bengals take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare. 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives.
Here we go,
at this
here we go.
point, listen, hey, offensive coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
Brown on the inside give. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Stop.
From the 26 on 2nd down. That's incomplete left side.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down
here. We go. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm
11.
like that one just did.
Dot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Returns looking good so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Ready.
Another carry for him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Ready.
They are running from the gun with Chubb. He finds space into the red zone. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
Flip it. Sonic. Green, triple C. Floyd hot.
Again, it's Chubb. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Browns in possession. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Ready. Let me go.
He tries to sneak it. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns start to fight back with their first points of this game. Nick Folk now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot.
Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football.
Here we go.
You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Here we go.
Burrow back to throw. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first.
Here we go.
You're thinking stay ahead of schedule.
11.
Give it a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play instead.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's
Here we go.
not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first.
Let's get set. Eleven. Tahan.
On first down, here's Burrow. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one misses the tight end. So it's second down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Tahan.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That one complete to Njoku. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Chubb brings it in. And he's down to the 8 before going out.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The kick by Gano is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Follow. Ready.
And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Ready.
They send a man in motion. Going to the ground again on first. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Ready. Green, triple team. White. Play, Tyler.
Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Ready. Play,
Winston to throw it. It's into the hands of Chubb. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Flip it, flip it, flip it. Let it go.
He's back to throw. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Finds Chase on the slant. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Dot.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Dot.
2nd and 10 now. This one taken in by Chase. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me.
11,
with the Seahawks
11.
in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
12, Dot.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. From the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Butker knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready to go.
Chubb running out of the gun. Broke through the tackle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Ready.
Throwing is Winston. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 2nd and 3 now.
Ready.
From the 47. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They give inside to Chubb. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Sonic. Ready.
Here's Winston to the air. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. All right, set now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Ready. Green, triple C. Where's that up?
Winston. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Cleveland. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Gun.
The drive starts with a run by Moss. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him.
On 2.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 Sahad.
Burrow from the gun. He lets a heater go deep. Middle. They did it. He made the interception. Trayvon Merrick has it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll give to Chubb on the option. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready. Let him go.
Winston now. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Ready.
Chubb here on first down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Completed to his running back. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. 1st and 10 for them now following the penalty.
Ready.
They'll run here following the penalty. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And now the Bengals have it. And they stop. He gets much on the return.
You know,
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Winston looking to throw. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Browns a first.
Ready.
Legette's got it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Ready.
Now give right side to Chubb. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stuck at the 17. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Come on. Sunday. Ready. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself.
Ready.
But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Finding Judy. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go. 11. Sahad.
First down, Burrow to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Quandre Diggs with the INT. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Browns holding a 4-point lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
A give to Chubb, running left. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Has the Cleveland touchdown.